which is, in my experience, the opening score when you get a management team. This is a great thing to do with a management team. It engages and it creates a lot of debate and it raises awareness with people about things that they don't think about. It's not in their silo. And so they may typically scores between 50 and 60 on water. Okay. Now, if you end up with a lower score than that, a higher score, it might not be that you're a better business. It might just be you're a harder or softer marker. And the point Brethren made there, that actually you are your own reference point. The important thing is do it again. Set some plans to improve things, and then do it again and mark it with the same kind of hardness and softness, and just watch that improvements. But what it will do for you, of course, is to flush out those areas where your plan needs to address issues. Otherwise, you're not strengthening the quality of profit in the same way that you're working on the quantity of profit on the other side. All make sense? And just some examples, and I'm allowed to go through this as well. So the first time I ever did this with the business was back in about 6-7 years ago. And so Robertson Weiss as well. Probably nice manufacturer, a bit of a star these days. But they went through this and they decided, this is quite primitive actually compared to where these things are up to now, but they knocked out a set of factors that they thought were impacting on their enterprise value. They put a weighting against them. The management team thrashed out what they thought the score was to a consensus, and that turned into a score of 66%, pretty good score, but a pretty good business. And they set themselves some goals to say, we're going to raise that to 87%. So they're going to rate it. Okay? So, and their discipline was where there was a difference of 2 points or more, particularly where there was high weighting on that road, they had to have a plan to do that. How are we going to do that? It's not going to happen by accident. Okay.
Would you suggest the weighting for everybody to do the same?
No. I'll show you something in a moment which has sophisticated this quite a bit. But this is an advertising agency. Go through the same exercise. What's interesting is one's a kind of branded consumer goods manufacturing business, the other is a services business. The list isn't that different, in terms of what drives enterprise value, because these are things that business generally isn't. But they actually. I think this is on their second iteration. The first time they did this, they were in the low 60s. They did it again at 72 and set some new targets. So this was kind of quite dynamic. You can doing this in your business every couple of years. Don't do it every week. You've got to grass grow. And so it's got more sophisticated now. So we've built some things. Actually, one of the accounting groups that came through here, Haynes Watts, we've worked with them since they've built tools around this. So here's an example of that where a management team has debated these 6 drivers. They've applied weightings to those. They've negotiated out a consensus, and then they've applied that to their business, so that these scores are all now weighted scores. And that one's ended up at 51%. And we ran that. Interestingly, we ran that as a pilot exercise with 2 groups of people in 2 separate rooms, the same afternoon, and one scored 51%, and the other scored 50%. So you can get a consensus. And what good goes on the top, learning goes on. These people start to pick up from each other. Now, I want you to read that again. Review on. And then tell me why I put all those marks all over it. So why have I highlighted what I've highlighted?
A lot of us don't the CEO or the management team.
But it's all sustainability.
Yeah, there's a lot in there about sustainability, isn't there? So this is the PR machine. Okay, it's a PR machine, but it's it's reassuring the buyer that they've done the right thing with this, and it's also reassuring the market as well. So you can see that this was a print based business, print management based business, and that, we don't want the word print anywhere near it because it encourages low multiple. So it's now digital information. That sounds sexy, doesn't it? We keep seeing that. You can see the multiple now. It went for 8, $1 million on an 8 million turnover. So that's good. That's out there trying to envelope. Very nice too.
That's what they're asking. That's not necessarily what they achieved, though, is it?
No, that's all
No,
right.
this is sold. This business is sold for 8 years. Okay, done deal. But it's saying that the dependency on the owner. Robert Barclay, founded in '88 as a print directory business. Yeah, successfully migrated to digital. Oh yes. As its products over the last few years under the stewardship of so he's stepping back. We've got a sound CEO in there and his management team. So we're hitting the right notes here, aren't we? And we've got award-winning brands. Brands and IP being put through there. What else have we got to say? We've got exclusively from subscriptions. Why is that a good thing? Recurring revenues. If you're buying that business, certainty of future profits, we've got recurring revenues. Add some contracts into that against those recurring revenues. Contracts. Double profit. And so it goes on, and don't worry about this, about the quality of our customer base. We've got blue chip clients, and we're not dependent on the UK, we've got international reach now, and we've been investing in our products, so we're not buying a lot of massive stable of products and services here. So you can see why someone paid 8 times for a business which, on the face of it, I'd be surprised to see a multiple of 4. So it works, it works impressive. And actually, that was a better business to run. If you wanted to run that was making a lot of money, and it was probably a fun place to be. And that is probably more important, actually, to what we're talking about today, than what the business is actually worth. Make a lot of money, fun place to be. So how do you apply that to you? Not everyone has a sale and exit agenda. As we said, filter right, a lot in here for you to think about selling business. But actually, you might be at the other end of the telescope, which is you might be thinking in your plans about becoming an acquirer for a trade purchase. So now you can look down that telescope and you know what commercial due diligence is supposed to look like. So we'll read it.